Hey guys, it's your girl Shelbeatzzz coming at you today with a Valentine's Day beat. First, we're going to go in with those brows. You guys know I'm using my Kiss Professional's Top Brow Precision Pencil in the shade Dark Brown to fill my brows in. You want to first sculpt them, and then you want to make hair-like strokes. So you'll see me going diag from the top, and then I'll come to the bottom and do the same thing. You want to take the end of that pencil and use the spoolie to blend out any harsh lines in your brow. You're going to carve out those brows with your Colourpop No Filter concealer in the shade number 46. I don't know why Colourpop changed the shade name, but it is no longer deep golden. It is called Dark 46. Concealing, but that's okay because I went back in with my pencil to fill in those sparse areas. Then I prime my eyelids with my Colourpop concealer, and you can use an eyeshadow primer. It's totally up to you. It's just easier for me to work with my concealers. Then I blend out my concealer with my Sephora Pro Mini Flawless Airbrush brush. And that is the number 56.5. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Medium Deep, and the brush that I am using is a Real Techniques brush, and it is the number 300. The first palette that we're going to use is that Too Faced Peachy Mattes palette, and for our transition shade, we are going to go in with the shade Peach Cobbler. Blending that shade out in a windshield wiper motion. The next shade that we're going to go in with is a shade called Peach Punch. And we're going to take this shade a little bit lower than our transition shade. And the brush that I'm using is a Jessup tapered blending brush. Right on top of Peach Punch, I'm gonna add the shade Peach Sangria to deepen up that look. It's giving me cranberry vibes. So pretty. These shades are easy to blend and they smell amazing. Sorry for blinding you guys, but the shade that I just went in with in my crease is called Just Ripe, and this is just to deepen my crease. I'm going in a C-like shape. And then here I'm just giving you an extra blend before we cut that crease. Now, this is not a cut crease look, but I am cutting the crease so that the color that I'm going to use on my lid picks up. I am using the Colourpop concealer brush to do so. Now here, I'm not really precise with this cut crease, if you will. I'm just trying to get it nice and neat, or not nice and neat, but I'm just trying to get it enough so that I can put that red shade that I desire on my lid, because you want it to pop, okay? You don't want it to be looking all dull. This is for Valentine's Day, okay? So we gotta be right. To set our concealer, I'm using a Real Techniques crease brush. Now we are going to go into our Juvias Place Magic Mini Palette, and for that poppin' red, we're going to go in with this shade Koji. You just want to pack that shade on. It's a very vibrant shade. You don't want to lose color by swiping your brush all over the place, so you just want to pack it down. A crease brush by e.l.f. and I went back in to blend out that red, that Koji shade, but then I also pick up a little bit of the Too Faced Peachy shades in Peach Sangria and Just Ripe. I mixed the two colors together, and here you'll see me picking up even more Peach Sangria and bringing it a little bit on the lid. So I'm taking it from the outer corner to almost center way of my lid. And so I'm going to add a little bit more of that Koji shade just to make it pop. I lost a little bit of color, but that's okay because I'm just adding back. We're just going to do a little bit more blending with that Jessup crease blending brush. And then I am going in with my Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. When I say this is the worst eyeliner I've ever used in my life, like I truly dislike this eyeliner. I don't like the finish. I don't like that felt tip. I like a brush, and this was the worst $2.34 I ever could spend. And here you see me poke myself in the eye with that hard tip, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I just the watering, and yeah, I don't like the finish of this eyeliner. I have been using the NYC liquid liner for years, and they have decided to discontinue it in the States. So if you guys know of a better liquid liner, please drop it in the comments below, because this right here ain't it. It leaves a shiny finish, in which I don't like. I love a matte finish. And then if you are going over it a bajillion times like myself, you will notice that the eyeliner kind of flakes up. Like it will flake off as well. I ended up switching the brushes. So I took one of the brushes from my old NYC eyeliners to get that precise line that I want. Like I wasn't going for a wing line, but it was all jacked up. So you'll see me eventually in this video creating a wing line to fix what I messed up. And here you still see me working on that eyeliner, trying to get that perfect wing at this point. And it took me a little time, but that's okay because the look turned out cute. Decided to let that wing liner go, I was able to move forward and use my e.l.f. Cosmetics mascara to give my lashes some type of life. Here you see me putting on my Beauty Supply Place eyelashes. And I used the Duo Lash Glue this time. You want to pinch those girls down. So messy that a little bit of it transferred on the top part of my lid, so I had to go back in with just right to blend it out and make it look nice again. And then after I blended it out, I took my taper blending brush by Jessa and just evened everything back out like I had it in the first place. And then I'm using my Angel Veil NYX face primer before I put my foundation on. And the foundation that I'm using is my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 355 Coconut. I'm using my Real Techniques BBCC brush. It's a foundation brush, but it just says BB/CC on the side of the brush. And this is a really good foundation brush because it blends well. I don't have to use too much foundation, and it also gives me that airbrushed look like my Sephora diffuser brush. Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Dark 46. I'm getting up under my eyes and going down the bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to get a little bit of my forehead. And I use that same Pro Mini Airbrush brush by Sephora to blend out my concealer here as well. By Jessup to clean up the edge of my liner, and then I'm gonna blend it out with my airbrush brush. To contour, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Match Sticks in the shade Espresso. Then I'm going to blend that contour out with my e.l.f. 103 brush, and this is another airbrush brush. I know I like a flawless finish, so most of my brushes give that airbrush look. Then I'm going to go in on my nose and contour with the same matchstick. I am going to use my e.l.f. contour brush to blend that out. And you want to take that all the way up into the brow so that you have the illusion of a thinner nose. And oftentimes you'll see me go down the bridge of my nose with my finger. That's because I got a little bit too much contour in the center, so I just go back and clean it up. Then I'm going back in with that Real Techniques brush to set my concealer with that Maybelline loose powder. Y'all already know I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Mahogany to set that contour. Now before I apply my highlighter, I usually like to set my face first just so that highlighter can stick. I'm using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter, and the brush that I'm using is a Ruby Kisses fan brush. Go down the bridge of your nose, the tip of your nose, and get that forehead as well with your highlighter. I like to blend my highlighter out with a large powder brush just so that everything melts together. Then I'm going back into the Peachy Mattes palette to pick up that shade Peach Sangria to go on the lower lash line. I'm also putting the shade Koji on top of that Peach Sangria. Now I'm taking my mascara on the lower lash line because look, we need those bottom lashes popping too, sis. For my lips, I'm using the Colourpop lip pencil in the shade BFF3. the lips are lined, I'm using my Ruby Kisses matte lipstick in the shade Bare Nude. To top the lips off, I am using my NYX Butter Gloss in this shade Creme Brûlée or Creme Brûlée. Now your look is completed and you are all ready for Valentine's Day. Something easy but something dramatic and poppin'. I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next beat.